Hey guys, welcome back to another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. My name is Green Zero and we are here on the tournament that is Rift for another game today between two players, 1v1. Hope you're enjoying the video commentary here. Some replays cropping up on the system. On the right hand side, playing as the Orange Steel Talons, it is gonna be Dune Tiger. That's right, Dune Pooms is back once again, providing the content. This time his opponent will be Futurama Russian. That's right, the Russians are here. I mean, let's face it, most of the community is now just Russian. He'll be playing as GDI Vanilla, so GDI Vanilla on the left-hand side versus Steel Talons on the right-hand side. We can see right now that Dune Tiger is going straight for a spike. This is a random mirror, by the way, so they do not know what scouts they're up against. Interesting, we have, oh, he's actually going for a Futurama, is also going for a bottom spike. Now, everything being equal, these guys should be able to share the spikes unless someone wants to really play a very risky game here. Risky Tiger or Futurama. Can he predict the future? He's going to get attacked, engaged. He, unfortunately moved a little bit there, so he's going to lose that squad, but he's got another squad here, and he will ultimately lose to that squad. The best he can hope for is put some damage on there, which he will do, so that's nice. We can see that Futurama is trying to cut around to get that. Not going to get it. Dune Tiger making sure he steers clear. Look at that, firing up there. That is really unfortunate. Again, he was trying to steer clear of the cliff just in case that happened to him. He's going to turn around, but Dune Tiger here with damage already on this squad. It's see you later, good night. And he could probably chase that squad, but I only imagine he's going to go for that Garrison up there. Both sides will share the spike. Both sides will trade some rifleman squads. Futurama Russian just moving across, not going to move to that Garrison. I think Dune Tiger just gave up the chase because he knew that was probably just going to end up inside that Garrison. Dune Tiger has another squad on the center of the map here. Just keeping an eye on things. No rush coming down here from the Russian. No rush coming down from the Tigers. He will just be harvesting happily. We're going to see a foxhole be dug here. He's going to try to go for the crush move. And if you formation move, is he going to do it? Oh my god, that's a filthy tiger. That is a filthy tiger. That's something that CGF keeps saying he's patched out, but obviously not the case. For those of you who are not aware, if you grab a vehicle and you use a formation move over the top of the rifleman squad while they're constructing that, the formation move will actually carry on and crush them, even if they complete the foxhole. So there is a way around it. You can quickly de-garrison the rivals and put them back in. It only works if you use the formation move before the garrison is completed, not after. So there's a very small window, but yeah, it's seen as a bit cheeky. I've done it before, but I usually do it against people who are also doing things that are somewhat frowned upon, I guess. So they get a bit of their own medicine back. It's obviously it's quite a reasonable deal as well. I mean, it gives you a scout. Dune Tiger obviously going to be able to keep an eye on things. He's going to have to keep that tower around, and when you expand, you don't quite have enough power for that. He's going to power micro now. He will dig that foxhole out, and Dune Tiger is not going to make a run for it. Not going to bother. He wouldn't have got away anyway, so he's not going to waste the micro on that. Another squad is here. He knows there's an expansion down for Futurama. It was just a refinery. We have blue Tiberium. Do we have? Yes, we do have blue Tiberium for the Futurama. Unfortunately, he just ordered it to the expansion, not to a refinery. That's a bit of a pain. Futurama just cleaning up the crumbs here. Battle marker over here. We have one pitbull coming in, but here comes a big line, conga line of pitbulls, and that will be the end of that one there. Futurama Russian, unfortunately, look at that, even Dune Tiger beaconing that harvester will realize it's there. That harvester has been out of action for quite some time because it had to drive all the way from the main base to the blue Tiberium field, harvest blue Tiberium, move back down here, sit idle for about 10-15 seconds, and then dock. So these things have to be taken into account when it comes to the economy game. Dune Tiger, 2 ref down, only 2 harvesters, doesn't quite have enough harvesters because of course he built a ton of pit bulls, so his war factory was somewhat preoccupied. Infantry coming out because they're a great deterrent. A few predator tanks here. He's not going to really want to see those. Have to be careful because you can shoot, of course, through the refinery if the harvester is docked. And oh, look at that, Futurama, he's going to lose a harvester. That's not necessary. He had forces there. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. These predator tanks now will move in and push these guys away. Battle markers over here. We can see that there is a heavy harvester which was attacked, but it had a rifleman squad in it, so actually killed the infantry units. A few more predator tanks and rocket squads here now. So all these pitbulls are probably going to be dispatched somewhat rapidly now. Yeah, that one's not going to get away. So at the end of the day, you've got to remember how many pitbulls he would have traded for just a single harvester. And this harvester is going to return to the blue tib field. Actually has actually has some gas in the tank as well. It's got some Tiberium there. If you're going to send a harvester, you want to send one that can pick up the most amount of blue Tiberium. Unfortunately, Futurama just not organizing himself too well. A couple of Predator tanks setting out now. Orc is coming down for the Tiger. And he will clean up the last of these guys. He's going to go for that blue tib. Going to back up just momentarily. Did he sniff this out? Tech center down as well, and Orcus. Railguns on the way. Almost no doubt that's going to be railguns. Not sure why this harvester was pulled back momentarily. I mean, he's obviously worried maybe about aircraft. He might have scanned June Tiger, although yeah, he does have a tier 2. He does have AP ammo as well, surprisingly. He might have been worried about orcas coming in, and yeah, this is why he was worried about orcas coming in. Don't really want to use your orcas to kill pit bulls. I mean, yeah. He's going to lose one of those orcas. No, not going to lose any of them. So there you go. Kills a couple of pit bulls. But Futurama Russian, yeah, not actually refining. He could have used this whole time to refine and leave, and those pit bulls wouldn't have died in vain. But right now, that harvester is just idle. He's going to push forward with this ramshackle attack of a handful of Predator tanks. AP ammo is done for the Puma as well. No, he went for Pitbull mortars, sorry. He did not go for railguns. He's going for hammerheads, he's going for Pitbull mortars and Pitbulls, and he's got a couple of Wolverines just in case. And it looks like Futurama decided he was just going to back out. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's not controlling his forces too well. Going up for Juggernauts, not much economy here, mind you. Going to pull some harvesters now, but both these guys here, a bit rusty. Aircraft are going to come in now, and that Pitbull is pretty much dead. These Wolverines can't really take on those Predator tanks, so that's going to be a bit rough. Infantry are at the back there, but the hammerheads are going to go straight for them. The Orcas, unfortunately, they just kind of drove straight in without firing, but they will fire now. And I think, despite the fact that he had a ton of armor on the ground, Futurama is going to come out definitely second best here. Did he get those hammerheads? I think he got all the hammerheads, actually. There is a heroic rocket squad there. Slingshots now responding. The tanks will be getting cleaned up. There's simply too many pit bulls here. You don't see this every day where pit bulls are trying to face off very heavily versus the armor there. But Futurama's armor has now been destroyed. That one heroic rocket squad, no composite armor, will eventually fall. But God, he would have done a ton of damage. And that one harvester is now only just deciding it's worth harvesting. He could have made several trips. Unfortunately there, I keep pointing it out because it's just a bit rough to see, and it's Pitbull v Pitbull. You don't want to stand still if the other guy has mortars, because he can just fire mortars at you and he'll hit everything. And now June Tiger's going to come in, and he's just going to take that blue Tiberium. He's secured the area here, and he's going to move straight through. He's going to get that harvester. That harvester is finished. Futurama is here. He does have Juggernauts down. We're going to want to see Behemoths come out from June Tiger. He's got those Orcas as well, which is really critical, because you got to remember, Orcas are really good against Juggernauts. They can go in, they can just take them down, and the Juggernauts have nowhere to run or hide from them. They got to try to stay underneath some type of heavy AA weapons. Unfortunately, giving away the couple of slingshots you have is not ideal as well. Futurama Russian, they're not expendable AA weapons. They're $1,000 each. I mean, they're not terribly expensive, but they're quite powerful. You don't just want to throw them away, especially when they're so fast as well. Like, they're incredibly fast. And look at this. There is now no AA here, and he's just going to walk straight in. He needs to stop his, he tries to split them there because they're overlapping, and that mammoth tank might have been able to do some damage. He kills one of the Juggernauts. The other one is pretty heavily damaged, but he's going to back up momentarily. Battle markers here. Again, another slingshot, just not well organized there from Futurama. June Tiger going to back up now. Now, he does have a refinery down here. He did get that with the Orca strike. That's unfortunate. He's going to need to recover that pretty quickly, because right now, 2 mammoth tanks and this one Juggernaut are just pretty much everything. The second Juggernaut is coming now. June Tiger only has pit bulls on the ground. He will just move forward to snipe the husk. So just wanted to move forward and take that. He's going to back up now. Does he have Behemoth? No, he's going for mammoth tanks. I wouldn't have thought he'd have the money. I mean, he's still got a little bit of tip here, but he's going to go for railgun mammoths. I probably would have just gone for Juggernauts with Orcas, because, I mean, he's already got Orcas, and Juggernauts don't require any upgrades to be effective. Unfortunately, not enough AA here to prevent another snipe coming down. Wants to get outside the range of that turret. These turrets particularly weak for GDI, unless they have the tungsten shell upgrade. Going to be taking more blue Tiberium. We're going to see these mammoth tanks move in, but the problem is he doesn't have railguns done, and he's being shelled at from range. Futurama has 3 tanks here now, and there's no railguns on either side. This is really awkward. And the problem is, if he pulls back like this, the Juggernauts can just keep firing. The Orcas are coming forward now, and they're going to try to snipe that one down. Will they get it? There's actually 2 turrets there now, and yeah, he will lose 2 of those Orcas, get shot down. Not able to destroy that Juggernaut this time. He will kill that husk, though, with that one tank. and it is pretty tight for the middle field right now. Railguns is now completed for the Dune Tiger. 4 Mammoth tanks here from Futurama. Pretty good health. That one there is going to quickly be focused down by the rest of these tanks, but Dune Tiger has already lost 2 of his upgraded Mammoth tanks, still continuing to produce these Mammoth tanks, believing that they will be the answer in this case here. There's a lot of turrets down now. There's 4 turrets that I can see on this side, and those Orcas, no, they're just going to be destroyed relatively quickly. He's not going to be able, he does actually get one of them, and he's going to move forward with the, he's going to use the Railgun Accelerator here to try to focus down the enemy tanks, and look at that, Futurama does get Railgun upgrade, but it's a little bit too late, and now these Mammoth tanks are moving in. The Railgun Accelerator is still going off, so he's just going to be able to focus these guys down relatively quickly, and he's destroyed all the artillery behind there. He's having to go back to the infantry. A sonic emitter will pop. That would have been nice probably about 10 seconds ago in this fight, and he needs to try to drop that war factory. One more shot, he can drop that war factory, but he's actually going to back up. Adaptive armor is done as well. He will be using that to try to escape. Got to watch out. Oh, a lot of AA there. That hammerhead just gets thrown away. That's $1,500 unit. This Mammoth tank though, oh no, what are you doing? Back up, back up, back up, back up. He's not backing up with that. Meanwhile, that's nothing. That's just a little bit of a poke in. Will take down the war factory. This Mammoth tank's like, hey, hang on a second. I can just one-shot that war factory, which means he can't produce any vehicles up here right now. He's just got the 1 Mammoth tank and the 1 Juggernaut. He's going to move forward here. Does he have any more reinforcements? There's nothing coming for Futurama, but he does have the war factory down now. This Mammoth tank being called into action at such low health, he could have repaired that up. He could have left it home and repaired it up. And Futurama is just going to target that immediately and just kills it in one shot. He needs to make sure that's worth it. Did he use Railgun Accelerators? Yes, he's using the accelerators to focus down the sonic emitter. But now there's a Juggernaut behind the war factory. That's just going to be difficult to remove. So you have to back up as well. These APCs obviously got completely obliterated. Now the Behemoth are coming out, and the Behemoth here is going to start to shell that war factory. Unfortunately, the Juggernaut on the other side is slightly out of range, so he's not going to be able to fire back. He's trying to move into position now, and he's going to be in position. Is he going to try to focus that? Yeah, he's continuing to focus down the war factory here, or is he firing? No, he's firing at the enemy Juggernaut, but unfortunately it's 2 Juggernauts here, and a reverse move issue there. Adaptive armor does come on. He gets one last shot. He destroys it. That Mammoth tank, with the help of the adaptive armor, will destroy that. He's still backing up. He's trying to get away. No, it wears off and he just dies. So that's a bit unfortunate. There's actually an elite rifleman squad inside that harvester. It's still doing work. It's still killing these 4. He got a heroic one inside the harvester, but the harvester will be popped. He will be taking down that Juggernaut. He's got 1 Behemoth here. He's got to be careful. There's another Juggernaut here as well. He will be firing those husks. He does destroy that 1 husk. He's trying to move around and away. There's some turrets here as well, but those turrets will be focused down. He will recover that husk here. It is very scrappy, both sides scraping the bottom of the barrel, selling everything they can. Dune Tiger has pillaged his base, and we can see on the radar that Futurama has effectively done the same here. So it's going to come down to who can manage these forces the best. He will take out one of the Juggernauts, and he manages to move out the way there. He will dodge. Oh, not quite. That Behemoth is in range. He's being fired at. He will go down. That's really bad there. If he managed to keep that up, he might have been okay. But now he's just down to 1 Behemoth. He might have to back up with that. He's going to back up with it now. Another one comes out of the war factory. How long until Futurama has reinforcements? A little bit, not too long. He's going to have another Juggernaut come out very sharp. That's a really accurate shot there from that Behemoth. That was really lucky. Unfortunately, he will lose that one there as well. He's going to be able to, he needs one more shot to destroy that. He gets the husk as well. Futurama, the engineer was suppressed. He should have used a force move to get it out of suppression, to get it to the husk, because look at that. He's not able to, he kills the engineer and he gets the husk as well. Oh my god, that is terrible there for Futurama there. Needs to use the force move to get his guys out of suppression. Veteran Behemoth here, which is really bad as well. He's going to kill the enemy Juggernaut here, and I think that might be it for Futurama. Oh, he recovers. He had another engineer there as well. He will be firing at these guys. He's getting repairs on that Behemoth there. He will turn his attention to these harvesters. I mean, that's the thing. He's been spending so much time trying to destroy the Juggernauts here that he hasn't been able to stop the refining of what do you call it, Futurama here. It is just a Juggernaut battle now. All the other units on the ground have been completely cleaned, and it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade there. There's engineers right there. They will be claiming just one of those husks, and he's going to be able to destroy that other one pretty quickly. He will get that, and look at that, Dune Tiger recovering the husk as well. Husk, another one destroyed, destruction everywhere. He will lose that one, and now he's going to start shelling down the war factory. He will destroy the husks. The husks are down. He's down to just infantry. He's selling up now. He may have to go into a Rax tech here, but does he have the money to do that? Sonic emitter comes down, almost gets that Behemoth. He will get it with one more shot. He destroys the refinery. That's bad news, Bears. He will push Dune Tiger back somewhat here. I don't think he can range the rest of these guys here. I think the sonic emitter is now outside of range. He might just want to sell that, get whatever money he can out of that sonic emitter. No, it will be destroyed. Because you've got to remember, June Tiger has no refineries here. There's in fact just a single harvester making its way through here. Obviously lost that veteran behemoth at some stage. Is he trying one last ditch attempt? Yes, he is. He's got an airfield down. He might have to sell. He will sell the MCV. He may have to sell these structures here. Does he have enough power? Yeah, fully upgraded power plant there, and 2 more here. He's got plenty of power. He could just sell those off. June Tiger, though, again, another harvester comes in, so we can see that there are 2 harvesters, long-range mining. There's one trying to clean up the scraps. Another one cleaning up the scraps there as well. Some harvesters are here. They're all empty. They're all empty. He's just pulling them to the middle field to try to get some Tiberium. I think he's going to try to get a ref down, or this definitely is not a ref. Oh, look at that. I think he predicts. Yeah, he knows there was an air transition coming, and Futurama actually just surrenders knowing that there is slingshots coming out now. So whatever he had planned, I think it might have been hammerheads with rockets in them, which would have been a good idea, but I mean, once you get a couple of slingshots, there's not much those hammerheads would be able to do against that. So that was a pretty nice game, pretty interesting at the start, but it really developed into this slugfest where neither side could build up enough forces because they were just constantly destroying each other and then recovering and destroying, recovering, destroying. So it's just this endless fight of these smaller units. But that was a good game there. June Tiger will emerge victorious against Futurama Russian. Hope you enjoyed this video. My name's Green Zero, and I'll catch you all in the next VOD.